Hi, my name's Alan Simpson. This is a quick video on how to structure a route for updating table rows with FastAPI and SQL model. I've pulled it from a course I teach, and there we've already created a main.py and models.py, so this just kind of picks it up, assuming you've already gotten that far. Hey, it's Alan. Welcome back. Okay, in this lesson we're going to work on a route for updating an item, a category item in our categories table. Now we already started a route for that in main.py. So open up that one, and there's this app.put category with category ID. That's the one we need to flesh out to accept updates and put them in the database. All right, now we're going to have this thing return the updated category to the user. So the response model will be the category class, meaning we're going to return one category. And on the way in, we need to pass in a category ID, but we also have to pass in a category that includes the changes the user wants to make to the existing category. And now the way you do updates in SQL model is you have to go grab the one that's currently in the table, and I can use this syntax up here because we can just pull it out with session.get and the category ID. But this one is going to be the current category. In other words, the category that's sitting in the table at this moment in time before the update. And current category is just a variable name I made up, okay? But so basically current category is the one that's in the table right now. So now the next step is we just have to change what's in current category to match what the user just passed in. Obviously, we don't need to change the ID because that hasn't changed, but we do need to update the name. So category.name now should be whatever name is in the category we just passed in. Okay? Now, if you have a lot of fields, you don't have to do them one line at a time like that, but I'll show you how that works later. But let's just stick with this simple pattern right now. Once we've changed the name in the current category to match the name that the user just passed in, all we have to do is add the current category to a new session. Remember, add here just means it's adding it to the database session. It's not adding or inserting a row. When we say session.add current category and then session.commit, basically current category gets sent back into where it was in the table, but with the new category name. And then lastly, we can do session.refresh, and basically that tells Python that this current category that we're using right now in this function is absolutely identical to the one in the table and has been committed, okay? And then when we return to the user, we can return the current category, so basically they get back JSON of what's actually in the table at that moment in time. Okay, so it looks like it's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and get back to FastAPI docs and try to take it for a spin. To test this out, we need to try to update one of our category rows, and I'll do row number 1, which I believe is HTML, and we can just change it to any old random nonsense text. It doesn't really matter at this point. And then so when we execute this and send in the request, we should get back a successful response. We did, and it is a copy of the updated category. So far it appears that it worked. The real proof, of course, is in the database. We can go browse to that now and take a look in that category table. And yep, it worked. Category 1 is now ha 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 ha. So that was exactly what we requested. So that little update procedure does work. And just for good measure, I'll test it one more time by setting it back to HTML. But the point here is that we do have a route and function for updating a row in a table now. And this basic pattern will work with any table. But for now, let's not overcomplicate things. I'd like to keep things as simple as possible so that, you know, when you refer to this in the future, you can see the important code without being distracted by fluff. All right? In the next lesson, we'll do deletes. See you there.